Hi, dear audiences, welcome to our show. This channel provides knowledge of power systems for insiders, and our team is committed to offer professional explanations and answers. I will introduce you basic knowledge about power cables from this program. Please look at a cross-section picture of a single core cable. From this picture, we can see the cable consists of core, insulating layer, shielding layer, and protective layer. Cable cores are usually made of copper materials, while some of them are made of aluminum materials. This is because copper and aluminum, as metal materials, have relatively high electrical conductivity, so the line loss and voltage drop during current transmission are reduced, and the mechanical strength, price, and source of copper and aluminum are suitable. In order to increase the flexibility and bendability of a cable core with large section is composed of multiple wires with smaller cores stranded, and each core can directly slide against each other, so it is more labor-saving than single-section wires when bended. Ways of stranding are divided into regular stranding and irregular stranding. Regular stranding refers to layers of regular and concentric wires are stranded in different directions. Regular stranding can be subdivided into the following categories. 1. Normal regular stranding. Wire diameter is the same in layers. 2. Very regular stranding. Wire diameter varies from layer to layer. 3. Simple regular stranding. Single wire is stranded. 4. Compound regular stranding. Thinner wire cores are stranded instead of single wire. Note: unless otherwise specified, regular stranding generally refers to normal and simple regular stranding. Irregular stranding refers to conductors of each layer are twisted in the same direction. Let's look at structure of wire cores. According to the shape, it can be divided into circle, fan, waist circle, and hollow circle. Circular core is generally used to save materials and reduce costs, and compacted circular core structure is often used, especially for extruded cables. In order to prevent the insulating material from entering the gap between wires under pressure during extrusion, and prevent moisture from entering wire core, compressed wire core should be used. After pressing, the single line is not round, but has an irregular shape. In multi-core cables below 10 kV, fan-shaped core is generally used to reduce the cable diameter and save material consumption, and generally compression structure is used. 2-core cable adopts the bow shape or the waist circle shape. 3-core cable has 3 sectors of equal cross-section, and 4-core cable has a neutral core, with a smaller cross-section in addition to 3 sector-shaped cores. Cable insulating layer. Materials used should have following properties: high puncture strength and insulation resistance, low loss, excellent resistance to branch discharge, partial discharge performance, and certain flexibility and mechanical strength, long-term stable insulation performance. Common insulation materials include PVC. Advantages: good electrical performance, good acid and alkali resistance, oil resistance, high mechanical strength, no delay in combustion. Disadvantages: poor heat resistance, low thermal stability, and the existence of polar genes leads to large media loss. Polyethylene. Advantages: low loss, good toughness and flexibility, easy processing. Disadvantages: easy to oxidize, cracked by environmental stress, easy to form air gaps, low melting point, low heat resistance, and low mechanical strength, due to small intermolecular attraction. Cross-linked polyethylene. Cross-linked polyethylene with a network structure has the advantages of polyethylene, and improves its mechanical strength and resistance to heat and environmental stress cracking. Rubber insulation material. The biggest feature is high elasticity, which is used for occasions that require high flexibility. For example, power supply cables for excavators and shearers. The shielding layer is used in the cable, mainly because the cable core and the insulation are easy to form a gap, and the surface of the core is not smooth, which is easy to cause electric field concentration. These factors lead to the decline of cable performance. Therefore, a semiconducting shielding layer is added to the surface of the wire core, which is at the same point as the wire core, and has good contact with the insulation layer. It is also easy to form a gap between the insulation and the sheath, so the insulation surface also needs to be shielded when the voltage level is slightly higher. The shielding layer is usually composed and mixed with corresponding insulating materials, such as polyvinyl chloride, cross-linked polyethylene, etc., and then adding carbon black, anti-aging agent, ethylene vinyl acetate polymer, etc. Note: if the cable has no metal sheath, a metal shield should be added between the insulating outer shielding layers. This is to pass the capacitive current under normal conditions, act as a short-circuit current channel during short circuit, and also play the role of shielding the electric field. In the Phase 4 wire system, it is used as the centerline. Outermost part of the cable is the cable sheath, including the sheath and the outer sheath. Its function is to protect insulating layer from the intrusion of water, moisture and other harmful substances, and to ensures that the performance of the insulating layer remains unchanged. There are mainly rubber plastic sheath, metal sheath and combined sheath. Rubber plastic sheath. Plastics mainly use polyethylene and polyvinyl chloride. Metal sheath. Lead, aluminum, and steel. Pure lead has poor mechanical strength and lead alloys are mainly used, but the strength of lead alloys is still not high, and lead resources are in short supply. The specific gravity of aluminum is less than 1/4 of that of lead, but the strength of aluminum is 5 times that of aluminum. It is better than lead in terms of electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, and shielding performance. Steel sheath is used in some steel, aluminum deficient countries. Combined sheath. It is mainly used in communication cables. It is generally composed of thin aluminum tape and polyethylene sheath. It retains the softness and lightness of plastic. The aluminum tape is introduced to act as a moisture barrier, which makes the waterproof performance better than that of a single plastic sheath. Outer sheath is divided into inner liner, armor and outer cover. Inner liner protects the sheath from armoring. Armor layer strengthen the cable's compressive or tensile properties. Steel belts and steel wires are mainly used. Steel belts are used for pressure occasions, and steel wires are used for tension occasions. Outer cover protects the armored layer from corrosion. The armored layer is generally subject to electrochemical corrosion, so the key to the outer quilt is to waterproof to prevent direct contact between the electrolyte and the armored metal. The above is all for today. Thanks for your watching. Hope our explanation can offer you some help. This channel will update more videos of power system in future. If you are interested in our videos, please follow our account to avoid missing more contents. If you don't like our videos or have any advice, please let us know. Thank you for your watching and see you next time.